We have up, down, and sideways. Everyone getting slapped around only between Saturday and Friday. We have price action continuing to stay sideways here. Bearish Robo advisors have appeared. We are suggested to get out of the market. Resistance is present. And we do have some conflicting bullish examples of support found as well. So, signs of upside mixed with signs of downside equals signs of side. Additionally, if you're, panic selling currently during times of extreme fear contributing to such factors, fear less because, if you're not buying Bitcoin here, it would appear MicroStrategy will. They've acquired, a little over 4,000 more Bitcoins within the last week. So, if you're not going to buy Bitcoin, something will, and there's only really so many Bitcoins to be bought by all of these multi-billion-dollar entities here. In the crypto sphere, I find it very difficult to be bearish on the space with all of this blockchain technology adoption. Additionally, Bitcoin accumulation is definitely contributing to, these factors of potential continued longer-term upside, but in the immediate short term here, prepare for continued slappening. Drop a like on the video if you like the video and be sure to subscribe. Now, we have XRP under the influence of the Buy 4, Golden Cross, and Super Robo advisors. There are many different Robo advisors available. You pick 3 that best suit your trading strategy. And once 2 of your chosen 3 Robo advisors become bearish, you act accordingly, and vice versa. If they become bullish, you need 2 out of your 3 chosen robos to give a confirmation before making a decision. And so we invest 20% at support, 30% when the daily candle opens and closes above the descending trend line, and 50% based on EngineeringRobo. We invested into XRP 50% with the Buy 4 and Golden Cross back in the middle of February here. We invested 20% at my support level, and that remaining 30% was invested throughout the middle of March there when the daily candle opened and closed above the descending trend line. However, an abrupt change in momentum has occurred. Technically, since bullish parameters from EngineeringRobo met in the middle of February, we have experienced 15% in upside up at our peak here from the most recent swing high. However, bearish parameters met very recently have suggested you potentially cut your losses, get out of the market, and potentially anticipate continued bearish price action here until we patiently wait for bullish parameters to return. So based on this sell for and bearish cross, we are to reduce our position relative to EngineeringRobo's suggestions here. We still have support down below at 63 cents. Additionally, if we were to continue any sort of downside, we also have this descending trend line as well. On the 11th of April, we've interacted with it in potentially a bullish manner of support. So we do have, contributing bullish factors here, conflicting with bearish factors, causing this strange range of sideways. At the moment, we just need bullish parameters to return, and we will reinvest accordingly. Watch out for 77 cents, giving us a hard time at the moment. With this combination of Robo advisors back in July here, we experienced a good, 90% in gains over the following months. With this same, Buy 4 and Golden Cross in October, we experienced 18% in gains. With bearish parameters met in September, we were saved from a crippling 23% in downside that followed the supersell and sell 4 on the beginning of September there. Additionally, we have the sell 4 and bearish cross in November here of 2021, saving us from the crippling crypto correction that followed, 48% in downside after bearish Robo advisors here. And we are still trying to come out of this crippling correction, this potential bottom still forming. However, we just need bullish parameters to be met before we can comfortably reinvest and anticipate continued short-term upside. We always go with the flow of crypto and watch out for EngineeringRobo. Trade more tactically with strategy, but let me know down below how you feel about cryptocurrency currently. MicroStrategy will not be taking a break from buying and holding Bitcoin anytime soon. The firm intends to vigorously pursue its reserve assets strategy to buy and hold more Bitcoin. Within the last week, MicroStrategy has bought 4,197 more Bitcoins. Prior to that, they were holding, a small amount, roughly 129,000 Bitcoins entirely, valued at roughly $5 billion. They just bought like 4,000 more. So no big deal. There's so many Bitcoins to go around. By comparison, we have Tesla. You might have heard of Tesla. They're known for Teslas. They own roughly 43,200 Bitcoin, valued at $1.7 billion. Our strategy to acquire and hold Bitcoin has been a tremendous success, says MicroStrategy. We also have the article mentioning a subsidiary of MicroStrategy was granted a $205 million Bitcoin collateralized loan from Silvergate Bank, and that loan was used to buy more Bitcoin. And so despite global headwinds from nation-based disagreements, inflation and interest rates rising, MicroStrategy and what appear Terra or Luna coin have been buying tens of millions of dollars worth of Bitcoin at a time, helping maintain some confidence in prices. So during times of extreme uncertainty and fear, these multi-billion-dollar entities are scooping up all this nice discounted Bitcoin. All these retail investors getting out of the market, potentially some whales as well. 10x has been made over the last year here, so no wonder people are taking profits and getting out of crypto. However, it would appear a whole brand new form of money and scene here is jumping right in. So lots going on here in the crypto sphere. There isn't even nearly enough for all the millionaires to buy Bitcoin. Say they're like, all right, fine, let's buy one. There isn't nearly like half to a quarter of a percent of enough for all of them to have one, and they're millionaires. Billionaires are already buying Bitcoin, and there's way less billionaires. When the millionaires catch on, it's game over. But looking at Bitcoin here, under the influence of the Buy for Moon and Early Bird Robo advisor, one of the very few that do not print a sell suggestion. So we are still waiting for 2 out of 3 chosen robos to give a confirmation. But under this certain set of circumstances, we only have 2 robo advisors that can even print bearish parameters. And so we are just going with the flow of this combination of robos relative to my strategy at the time here, it would appear. And based on bearish suggestions met throughout the beginning of April on the 8th, the sell for and heck have returned, saving us from the dramatic 7% in downside that followed. And so right now we do anticipate continued interaction towards support wherever that may be until bullish robo advisors return. We are now just continuing to get slapped around in this range of sideways. We have printed a very nice higher high throughout the end of March there relative to resistance found throughout February. So that is quite nice here. And at the moment, though, sadly, in addition to bearish robo advisors, we have fallen back under my pink range of stink here, experiencing a rejection off of this zone. Does suggest perhaps further, solidification of support down below. We have the descending trend line we could bounce off of in a very bullish manner, and we also have my support level, $34,655 per Bitcoin. In my opinion, the strongest horizontal level here we are looking for at the moment, and I can still remain rather bullish on a 6-figure target for Bitcoin moving forward as long as my support level holds. But we always go with the flow of crypto. Say we drop down to 20, go back to 10. Very unlikely, but that would just be a more bullish level to be buying Bitcoin. In my opinion, far too much is occurring in a whole brand new economy, and I personally do not suspect Bitcoin can go much lower. Sideways could take a while. You never know, but downside is slightly, in my opinion, less likely at this point in time, but we always go with the flow of crypto. The longer-term uptrend in play suggested by the fear and FOMO zones here. At the moment, we are still coming from the fear zone roughly 1,002 years ago, back in April of 2020. We're coming from the fear zone there when Bitcoin was worth $6,951. Seems almost impossible. We've experienced roughly 900% in upside in easy 10x before we've even seen the FOMO zone, which would only be 2,500% in gains. And so, my opinion, $180,000 per Bitcoin is a far more reasonable air quote top, if you will. That would be a much more reasonable level to consider heavily taking profit in your investments, even though you have been experiencing 10x and upside if you got in within the last couple years. So many traders are going to be capitalizing on that upside. However, many traders are also getting in where those are getting out. We have extreme accumulation and bullish support found here near this price level. And right now, we are experiencing the third interaction with potential very bullish support and accumulation. Many multi-billion-dollar entities have gotten into the space within 2021, and this range of sideways may have just been the necessary evil we need for us to continue the unfathomable gains that Bitcoin has in store. But let me know down below your thoughts on Bitcoin and crypto. Accumulate here during times of extreme fear and go, oh no, when there's FOMO. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hearing my analysis. Check out EngineeringRobo for free with a link in the description and tune in for the next one.